What's going on, guys? I'm Ayato 666. We're gonna do some readables today. Goddamn wall. Alright, there. Go straight. Kinda. It looks good when I hit start. Alright, I don't know why I'm doing this way, but I am. I'm gonna reread the whole thing because I'm kind of wondering if they make more sense as a whole. I know they're only adding little segments, but I want to read the whole thing and see if each time we look at the person, I don't know, maybe we see something different. Like, you know how when you're in a bad mood, you think this one person's an asshole, then later you calm down and you're like, actually, what they did was kind of cool. You know what I mean? It's just an idea. Welcome, Gunther. Do I have a camera, fucking outfit? You know, some of them I didn't get one. I wonder if you get them as you go, like, as you unlock. He's a lieutenant. He's age 22. He's son of the late First War hero, General Belgian Gunther, and leader of Squad 7. While attending university, his focus lay in animal sociology. What? That doesn't mean, like, no. Doesn't mean he's like socializing with them, right? Sociology? Sociology. I don't know, I just see the word social and like I fucking assume he's like, come here, little chipmunk. He thinks he's Dr. Dolittle. I don't know what the word is. At least I don't pretend I know what it means. I'll look it up later. In secondary military education, he chose tank operation at university, you know, because I love animals, so I want to run them over. Officer training. I guess actually it's probably because in reality, let's face it, if you're gonna fight a war and you're not like gung-ho and ready to fight, you want to be in a tank. That's probably why. And plus, I mean, imagine the pressure this guy has. I'm sure he doesn't want to be on the battlefield because everyone would be watching everything he does and critiquing everything because of who his father was. So that's what I mean. I like looking at that because already that was a different way of looking at him than before. Officer training. In addition, he earned credentials as a tank commander. A lover of nature since childhood, his free time was spent observing animal and plant life near his home. He is credited with discovering 6 new insect species. Why didn't you ever tell us that? Wow, I didn't know that. He's discovered species on the planet. That's pretty cool. So I don't know who's new. I'm going to assume Alicia was new. I should back out next time. The outfit? Hot. Anything else? 19, she's Squad 7 Scout. While a team captain in the Brule Town Watch, she also worked as a live-in apprentice at the local bakery. Huh. In light of her... That's hard to take, though. Does that mean they love her or they hate her? A live-in apprentice. It's like, well, no. They gave her home and food all in one building, so that's not really... No. I was trying to figure out how to take that, but... Because it's kind of weird that you live in the place you work, too. You know what I mean? It's cool, but it kind of sucks at the same time. I don't know, I've always been someone that has to be kind of far away from my job, and even if, like, when I'm off, I don't even go in the direction of my job, I go this way, which is Pennsylvania. I don't know, that's just me, though. I just want to experience new stuff, you know? But that's just me. In light of her experience, both from the Town Watch and her military education, she was appointed as a non-commissioned officer posted to Squad 7. Non-commissioned? That's fucked up. Isara. I think that's all they added was non-commissioned. Okay. Corporal, age 16, Squad 7 tank pilot, daughter of the late Darkson engineer Professor Tamer. She was adopted into the Gunther family as Woken's sister. Taking to engineering in her father's footsteps, she elected a mechanics path in secondary military education, earning several credentials before enlisting. The consistent prejudice she faced since childhood due to her Darkson blood has fostered not bitterness, but respect for the brother who has always stood up for her. Aww. I think a little bit more, too. Maybe a little bit of a crushing. Maybe. Nothing like disgusting or anything, but... I mean, usually when you hold someone you kind of admire them, you kind of also kind of crush a little bit. Faldio. Lieutenant, age 23, tank commander and leader of Squad 1. What the fuck ever? Squad 1. Seems well you don't get an outfit, bitch. An archaeology student at the same university as Welkin. His knowledge of history is considerable. His secondary and university... What? His secondary... Yeah, this was it. His secondary and university... Why is this hard to say? His secondary and university military education earned him an officer's rank and credentials as a tank commander. He is also trained as a staff officer. Born as a Randgreaser, he's a personified blithe charm. What the fuck is that? And gregarious warmth. Who wrote this? I don't know what the fuck I'm reading now. In Welkin's words, every girl on campus knew him by name and reputation. He is Fabio. Captain Virat. Oh, I want her. Oh, she's 35. Oh, man. She's my age. Age 35. 3rd Regiment Captain and direct superior to Welkin. She's one of the most feared yet respected officers in the Gallian military, despite her age. She's unmarried. During the First European War, she was drafted. She joined Gallia's militia as a sniper, electing to remain in the military's... Why am I skipping words? Elected to remain in the military after the war's end. Her work ethic quickly saw her promoted. An avid reader, her private quarters, giggity, are a sea of books ranging from economic treatises to children... Okay, that fucked me up shot. To children's literature. One local bookshop owes her its livelihood. Huh. So she was a sniper. So she actually did see real combat. Okay, Largo. Nope, no good. I don't want to fucking see you like in a broccoli pajama suit. Sergeant, age 36. Also, this game could have been completely different if it wasn't broccoli that he liked. I kind of wonder if they ever... What if it was chicken? How many people would be like, fuck this game? I just think it's a funny thing to me how fucking stupid that is, but... Yeah, the fact that he loves broccoli, I love that about the character. I'm just saying, I think it's so funny that you change one thing, the game completely changes. It just... I swear, people just want to fucking pick on something. It's like the other one. Oh, there's too much sexism. Let me point a gun at you, and you're about to die, and see what you think of. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, let the game be the game. Why the fuck are you critiquing something you had no creative process or say in? If you don't like what they did, go out and create something better. Why the fuck does everybody nitpick? I don't get it. I think that's what the proof is, dude. You have no fucking creativity. Instead of actually going out there and building something of your own, let me critique someone else's work. Fuck you. Go do something creative, man. I don't know, that's just the way I've been lately. I'm fucking getting so tired of it. Half the time, they don't even know what they're fighting for. This is supposed to... You're lucky they don't fucking go accurate, where women couldn't even fight in the war. All they were allowed to do is cook. They didn't do that, you know what I mean? Nah, they don't give them credit for that. It's like, you can't win with some people, dude. I'm sure I'll get fucking chewed out for this, but whatever. I'm not afraid to voice my opinions. And they're just that. They're my opinions from the way I've lived my life. You're welcome to have your own. Since his initial conscription... What the fuck? Conscription. During the First War, he has survived countless missions, making him the most experienced of the Sevens. Believing the frontline experience is everything, he has consistently rejected all offers of promotion and continued his career as a foot soldier. Now that's bizarre. Reprimanded for the unlicensed planting of vegetables on army property. I was trying to hide a burp from you. Though the fruits of his labor earned accolades from foodies across the base. So he got in trouble, but then everybody was like, good job. We really love that broccoli. That was a weird one. Rosie. She's 27. She's Squad 7 shock trooper, formerly a bartender songstress. She still bears the nickname Rosie, given to her because of the way her ass cheeks look after sex. By the bar-going regulars, despite her education, and with it, her military training, ending at middle school level experience with her town, watch her enter the rank of corporal. Now, I didn't know that. Military school... Middle school level, huh? So she probably grew up in a poor household to where she had to work to keep shit going, to keep food on the table, which is probably why she's so rough around the edges and kind of insecure. You know what? Wow, that actually makes a lot more sense with her. Damn. Because when you have to work at a young age, it sucks. Like, it's funny when you're a kid, you're like, I want money! Yeah, when you grow up, you really regret that you fucking worked earlier than you did. You know, like, working early is a bad thing. Enjoy being a goddamn kid, man, please. That's pretty cool. That is pretty fucking cool. She's making a lot more sense. Also, kind of the closed-minded way she sees the world, too. Probably, she was in a lower-end family that didn't make a ton of money. And she probably blamed, like her dad probably blamed a Darkson that made more money than they did. I'd have that fucking job, which would explain her hatred. It's just a guess. I'm betting you that's what it is. Alright, next up, Alex. Fucking piece of shit. Never using you again, you little piece of shit. Fucking dickhead. Squad 7 shock trooper. When he gets scared, he throws dirt at people. He's 17. Oh, Jesus Christ. His leap-before-you-look brashness and flighty carefree attitude have earned him the name Bird among his friends, 'cause he's shit. Bird shit. That's all birds are known for. What do you, like, if you think of a bird, do you think, oh man, they can talk? No, you think they shit on your fucking car. Friends and squad. As a what? A fan of what the fuck? Why? Flighty, carefree nature earned him the name Bird. That's where I was. A fan of any spot with a clear view, he was known for dropping everything to climb tall trees he came across, because that's what birds do. He came across Vice's Tales of the Sky, and that always... What? For dropping every... Okay, fuck this up. Let me read the whole thing. I'm sorry. Squad 7 Shock Trooper, age 17, his leap-before-you-look brashness and flighty, carefree nature have earned him the name Bird among his friends in the squad. A fan of any spot with a clear view, he was known for dropping everything to climb tall trees that he came across. Vice's Tales of the Sky always captivated him. They weren't tales. They were war stories. So wait, why are... now I'm even more confused. Why are you living in the skies now, if the war hasn't happened that made you live in the skies? Alright, Ted. Why the fuck am I learning about you? I didn't use you little shit. I think it's because the new guy that popped in. Squad 7 Scout, he's 16. His greatest love was always making others laugh. And his clowning persisted after enlistment. He is highly allergic to most metals. What the fuck? The one thing that is constant in the military is metal. I fucking love this game. I think I want to use him. I think I'm going to regret it, but I think I want to use him. I want to see what jokes he has. God damn it. I'm not even thinking, like, how can I use characters that you guys don't use? I'm just thinking this might be fun to see, because some of these characters fucking intrigue me. Like the ones with the masks and shit. And the ones that don't like anybody. We can kind of make our own story with them. Alright, Frisia. Frisia? Don't I know that name? I swear you were in fucking Skies of Arcadia. Were you the girl that was dancing in the desert? And the fact they call her Dancer of the Sands, it makes me wonder if that's her. Squad 7 Scout, age 18, called Dancer of the Sands. She roamed the desert as an entertainer until the Empire's attack killed business, driving her to enlist. I think this is that girl. That sexy-ass girl that I ran into in Skies of Arcadia in the desert. I think that's her. Maximilian. I was hoping that someone would have fucking, like, crossed everything out and just put piece of shit. General, age 29, Imperial Prince and Commander of Empire's invasion of Gallia. Said to grant Said to grant opportunities to talented subordinates regardless of social... Said to grant opportunities to talented subordinates regardless of social rank. He is also known to ruthlessly dispose of anyone useless to his purposes. Selvaria. The fuck puppet. I don't know why you're doing this for him. You better have a good backstory. It's gonna piss me off. Why would you give him this much power? Oh my god, she looks so fucking badass here. I don't think I saw this outfit before. Yeah, you know why? Because we didn't know she was a Valkyria. Is that what you're doing? You're hiding certain things because... Oh, so there's a reason to come back and check out what outfit she gets. Pretty cool. Because you won't know until you learn more about these characters, about the Darksons, about the Valkyrias. That's pretty cool. Okay, she's a... Almost says Grenadier, doesn't it? A Brigadier General. I don't even know what a Brigadier is. Brigadier? She's 22, member of the Triumvirate, under Maximilian's direct command and a leader of the Empire's invasion of Gallia. Undefeated since she began work as one of Maximilian's commanders, her forays into the nations around the Empire have struck like a force with a... No, it was with a force. You fucking... It wasn't with a... This is turning into a great readables. I'm sorry. Have struck with the force of a tidal wave. God damn. She's also hot, so fuck you. It distracted me. General Gregor. It's fucking stupid Superman cape. He's 51. He's a major. He's an asshole. Member of the same thing the other girl was, under Maximilian's direct command and a leader of the Empire's invasion of Gallia. Born into the rank of a count. I was about to say cunt. In a family with close ties to the Imperial Court. He worships the Emperor, dedicating his life to uniting Europa under his rule. It has to be under your rule. It can't just be, I would like to unite them. No, it has to be under your rule. Right there, you're an asshole. A specialist in shock and awe tactics. Oh, fuck. Really? Okay, I gotta be really careful when I'm with this asshole. He uses superior numbers to annihilate the opposition. He's fucking Zap Brannigan. His leg was injured by Jaeger during the Firald invasion. Fuck, I'm kind of terrified of that guy. Okay, go back. The weaponry. The ZM Car B. Military rifle, 5 shots, piece of shit. A literal extension of the ZM Car. This model features a longer barrel and higher muzzle velocity. Thanks to a shock-absorbing buffer added between the action and barrel, the user experienced substantially less recoil, which in turn led to better accuracy. Further adjustments to the construction allowed for use of the specialized rounds as well. Ah. Ooh. Okay. This is the ZM MPB. Sounds like a BB gun. With 20 shots, this remodeled ZM MP boasts a modified barrel, allowing for the use of specialty rounds without any loss in performance. Its construction remains 90% true to the original, meaning that the existing pool of mass-produced MPs could be converted into this B series. That's pretty cool. Into the B series cousins by swapping just out a few parts. That's pretty cool. Pretty clever, actually. Well, I guess you'd have to think of shit like that in the middle. Every second counts, yeah. Despite being introduced relatively late into the war, this line of firearms saw a considerable amount of use in the field. The ZM SGB. Ah, it's a sniper rifle. 1 shot, okay. This rifle's action was redesigned to enable the use of specialty rounds. In order to suppress the negative effect of a recoil on firing accuracy, the front grip was outfitted with an adjustable counterweight, allowing users to manually alter the gun's center of balance. This line's increased complexity meant a rise in malfunction frequency. What? However, both the quantity of units produced and the use of it saw in actual combat were limited. It's weird. Sounds like they fucked that gun up. Sorry if I read that wrong. I was very confused on that one. Various Ruins Antechamber. The structures found across the Badlands and the temple at the crater's core are collectively called the Various Ruins. The main temple, said to have been built by the ancient Valkyria, was constructed using giant slabs of Ragnite-rich stone in an architectural style found nowhere else in Gallia. Inside, the walls of the antechamber are inscribed with the history of the Darkson Calamity and the War of the Valkyria, written in Old Northern script. Decorated with a motif believed to be a representation of the Valkyria people, known as the Valkyrian Spiral, the Grand Hall also holds a door leading down into the inner sanctum, closed tight to bar the entry to all outsiders. Wow. The War of the Valkyria. We're almost done. I'm actually getting into this, dude. Yeah, Rosie makes a lot more sense, both on her outlook and her attitude. Damn. Like I said, I'm not criticizing anyone, man. I didn't come from a fucking rich background or anything either, man. It adds flavor, it adds color, it adds character and color. I meant character to the person, you know? You had to learn rough times, how to deal with them, and how to persevere to become who you are, you know? It doesn't mean that if you haven't been through bad times, you're not a good person. It's just saying you're one of those people that sits there and wonders what if, you know what I mean? She doesn't wonder what if, she had to do it. That's all it is. Just different perspectives. Okay, that's a really weird picture. The ancient Valkyria united the European continent after subjugating the Darksons in this half-legendary war of conquest. By circa 30 BC, the Darksons are said to have ravaged much of Europa, wielding the dark arts to harness the destructive potential of Ragnite and their heedless power struggles. Fucking idiot. I almost said headless. Suddenly, an immigrant population known as the Valkyria emerged from the north, bearing a divine power in the form of lances and shields bathed in blue light. Using those to halt the Darkson rampage, they brought peace to Europa. It wasn't the Euro. Shut up. According to inscriptions found in ruins all across Europa. In addition to unifying the land under their rule, the Valkyria are credited for the birth of modern European technology. Its culture. Shut up. I was looking around. I tried to scan ahead and look around. Old Northern script. The written form of Old Northern. The lingua Lingua. I don't know what the fuck is lingua? I like how I'm trying to say different words and I'm saying the same thing over and over. Franca of Europe. Oh, it's money. Following its unification under Valkyria rule. It uses a set of characters comprised of vertical, horizontal, and angled strokes. No longer legible to most contemporary Europeans. Inscriptions on the monuments discovered across the continent suggest that the script served both as a tool of everyday communication and in rituals. It has been shown that the Valkyria royalty... What? That's what it says. It has been shown that Valkyria royalty and members of the high clergy used a ceremonial variant of the script. Those surviving examples are extremely rare. The ancient Darksons were also thought to have their own written language, but no material evidence remains to support that theory. Huh. Almost done. Alright, the Valkyria. These immigrants from the north are said to have united the devastated continent under one rule in ancient times. Though believed to be an oceanic tribe that crossed into Europa via the North Sea, much of their historical origin remains unproven by archaeological fact. Their Ragnite weaponry allegedly granted them unparalleled power over the Darkson natives, though the accounts suggest that their very bodies exuded a strange blue light that allowed them to perform superhuman feats. Where historical fact ends and legend begins, none can say. God damn, and you're in this war and find out they're real. This has got to be terrifying for these guys. By the end of the 2nd century after the conquest, interbreeding with the native population is thought to have all but ended the pure Valkyrian bloodline. So they just kind of faded away. That's because they had sex with white people. What the fuck? Because they bred with normal people. Darksons. Okay, it's fucking weird. Darksons are Europa's oldest indigenous race, said to have lived across the continent since ancient times. They are characterized by dark blue-black hair and shawls bearing their traditional Darkson pattern. History tells of a Darkson calamity in which this race devastated the continent until the Valkyria defeated them in the War of the Valkyria. For their crimes of senseless destruction, the Darksons were stripped of their last names and chased from their jobs and property and remain the targets of hatred and persecution. Recent use of Darkson labor to mine and smelt Ragnite in refinery sites full of pungent oils has given rise to a new set of stereotypes. Despite endless derision and persecution, the Darksons remain a proud race with a rich, unique culture. It's fucked up. Lobotomus. Piece of shit Uranus. I love the Uranus on the Batomus. I wonder if it is the ass too, is it? 9mm tank machine gun times 6. No, it's not. Maximilian, the leader of the Imperial invasion, commanded this massive tank. It represents the enhanced version of an existing design. Created to fell enemy castles or fortresses under orders from Maximilian, the body was reinforced and fitted with a Ragnite cannon, adding to its already formidable capabilities. It played heavily in the Empire's seizure of the citadel at Gerlandio. See, some of these are written well, but some of them it's like smug fart written. I don't know. But I do like most of the writing in this game, which is not easy. The Valkyria Common Knowledge. Okay, here we go. We're learning. I like this. I like learning more about the Valkyria. Legends of the War of the Valkyria and a number of traditions that stem from this ancient people can be found in all areas of Europa. And a basic awareness of the Valkyria's existence pervades the land as common knowledge. The generally held view of this race is as saviors of the continent who led all of Europa to prosperity, with some going as far as to worship them as divinities. That said, the bloodline is believed to have died out long ago, resulting in a thinning of their presence with the popular consciousness. Today, there are many who view them less as historical fact than as stuff of the legends. Valkyria worship. Some Europeans hold the Valkyria as the object of religious worship, known to have possessed superhuman abilities. The Valkyria are understood as either gods or the vassals of God in several sects. The largest of them known as Eagdism. Only reason I know how to say that word is because of fucking Dragon Age fans. The Eagdists? This is fucking weird. Faith arose at the start of the 3rd century and gradually spread to all regions of Europa. Its tenets... It's tenets. It's tenets? I don't know. Hold that the Valkyria were a race of gods in its mythology, draws heavily from their northern legends, brought in during that conquest. Because beliefs have traditionally taken the form of popular superstitions tied closely to everyday practices, regional differences abound, blurring the lines between one sect and the next. God damn, this game was actually pretty ballsy for its time. Wow! This game did not dick around. And it's something that I'm not proud of it, but I mean, you have to have racism to go against it as well, you know what I mean? Like, you have to grow as a person, you kind of have to be a little bit racist, and then you meet a friend and you're like, God damn, racism is bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of, it's one of those things, you need one without the other. It's just, it's something that'll never go away. I wish it could, but if it went away, then it wouldn't, I don't know how to fucking explain what I'm trying to say, but it's just one of those things that there's no cure for, you know? The thing that makes it is the thing you can't change because it's ignorance. The lance and the shield. And you can't stop ignorance, you know? Like, there's just poor education everywhere. There's nothing you can do about that. Unearthed from I'm sorry if you're misconstruing me. If you are, talk to me. Don't fucking flip out and hit the dislike button. And I'm trying to make valid points here, but it's hard to relate to someone you've never met before. I don't know your life. I don't know your history. You know what I mean? I can't see things through some people's eyes. So if I'm offensive, I need you to tell me so I can learn what not to do so I don't do it again. I just want people to understand that. Hopefully you do. I think it's pretty damn clear I'm not even close to racist. If I was, I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't sit here caring and asking you, tell me if I'm offending you. I wouldn't give a fuck. Unearthed from evacuation sites across the continent, these weapons are thought to have been wielded by the Valkyria. The shields are round, while the lances take the shape of a spiral shell made from ragnite more pure than the current refining technology can produce. While some variations exist among the weapons' shapes, all of them bear a design known as the Valkyrian spiral as a core motif. Because contact with the Valkyrian, god damn those, triggers a physical alteration to the weapon's shape, they are believed to serve as the amplifiers for the race's preternatural abilities. I'm trying not to fuck it up, but I am. I'm also kind of worried about the shit I'm saying being misconstrued. I hope you know what I mean. It's kind of like a police officer, okay? You take a cop. Why is that cop a cop? 90% of them have been on the exact opposite end of that. They saw the crimes. They were in the gangs. They did the dumb fucked up shit. And they know how carried away that can get, so they became a cop to stop that. You know what I mean? It takes the same thing. It takes the same strength of resolve to be a racist person. Be racist to people because you're brought up that way. You know, you're brought up that way. You're taught this person bad, and you believe it. But then one day you decide, fuck this, I'm gonna give this person a try, and it changes, and you grow and you evolve, and that's life. So I hope people understand what I mean. But man, because I didn't know I was a racist. I've told this story before. I'm not giving you the full story. I'm not doing that ever again. But I didn't know. You know, all this stupid shit adults say, even joking. You're a kid. You don't know what the fuck you're saying. And then to fucking say it in a fucking classroom and then get... Luckily, everyone knew me, though. I got lucky. It can go much worse for many people. But everyone knew me and knew I wasn't racist. I was just repeating what I heard, which is just as bad. It's fucked up, man. It's a fucked up world. That's why I like this. You don't have it the same way that your parents did. But it doesn't mean we should ever forget it. You know, like, we still have to remember those people are out there. People are brought up that way because their parents have this blind hatred. And it's crazy, but it's something you can't forget. You know, I don't know. Like I said, it's one of those weird things. I'm kind of curious to see what people say on this one. I fucking love that this game's not afraid to tackle that. And the only other game I ever saw tackle racism in an intelligent way was goddamn Wolfenstein 2. That was brutal, dude. But I hope no one takes offense and knows that I don't care what color you are. I love you for hanging out. I hope you keep being proud of who you are and don't take any offense to what I'm saying. I'm not trying to offend anyone, so I do apologize if I did. Sometimes you say things you don't really process, you know? I'm not all fucking worried. God damn it. I don't even know what I'm doing. Tab select. Okay, let's go back to the... I guess let's end this one here. I was gonna say, let's go back and continue, but no, this is just a readable series. I just keep thinking about all the things throughout life, and that's all it really is. It's ignorance. Ignorance is our wars. Ignorance is our everything. I mean, you think about it. Why do the religious sects fight over each other? Because they don't know or care to know the other side. It's the whole thing. It's wrong with everywhere. Not just one culture or one society. It's fucking ignorance, you know? It's this closed-minded thing where you have to believe what we believe. It's fucking stupid. That's one thing I really like about this generation. You look around now, and I've said this many times and I'll keep saying it. I'm older. I should be one of those guys that's like, my generation was better. Your generation has so many things I really like. Like, for example, Japanese animes at Walmart. I live in the most redneck fucking place you can ever go. Probably worse than Texas. Seriously. And I go to that store and there's Japanese anime. There's only Japanese dialogue stuff there. That tells me we're succeeding as a culture. We're succeeding in finally merging stuff that never used to go together. And I'm so fucking proud to be a part of that and in that and seeing generations do that, you know? But like I said, never forget that stuff is still out there, but be proud that we got as far as we did. You know, we're all starting to evolve, learn new cultures. I mean, my god, there's so much stuff that was never around when I was a kid, dude. I mean, to have anime, oh my fuck. I spent thousands of dollars. I don't have it anymore because I was a dumbass kid. I pawned everything, but I spent thousands of dollars on animes, dude. Thousands. Because they were hard as fuck to get. And now it's like, it's $5. I can go pick one up. I fucking love what you kid. What am I kidding? You got Crunchyroll and all these fucking apps. You can watch as much anime as you ever could want. It's amazing how much times have evolved. But hopefully it's not too fast, but I hope we don't make the same mistakes. I hate that saying that history repeats itself. Because it's true. But thank you guys for watching. Sorry to ramble, but I get excited about this kind of stuff because it takes such a different mind to actually even focus on this stuff. And they tried so hard in this and in Revolution, and people basically just shit all over it. I guess because it was a story they didn't want to hear. I try to give things their own chance, and I really like the pictures they're painting. Even people's imperfections and fears, and I love that they do that. I mean, how many games have that? Have that kind of fucking clarity of the person. Man, whoever wrote this really must have thought about these characters and dreamt them. Or maybe even knew these people in real life and just wrote off what they knew, what they were inspired by. But thank you for watching. I do apologize for the ramble. Have a wonderful night, guys. Later.